So today starts the work on the new plot. I'll just see if I'm breath. It's a nice balmy, like 3 or 4 degrees today, and the sun's out, but it's just burning off the last of the frost on the ground. So, as we said, this is the plot. It looks like nothing's actually happened, but we've been digging over this area here. I did rotate some of it, but actually some of it I just had to in the end up forking over and turning over, and then we've been raking it down to rake it flat, and I started to put in the edging down here, down this side bit, if you can see on that, just down there, all the edgings in, and then so today's job, we're going to get some membrane down. We've got some wood. We're going to construct some of the beds and try and get those level. And once we've got those level, we're going to start preparing one of those beds, because what we want to do is we want to, over the top half there, we want to clear the good soil out of there into some of the beds so we can extend the membrane down. So that's today's jobs on this cold morning. So we shall crack on, and I shall share the progress a little bit later on. Well, we finished our first hour and we've got a raised bed. That's a whopper of a raised bed though, isn't it? I can't imagine if you were like this, just like waist height, doing your stuff in here, feeling around now. This is not, I wouldn't want stuff like that. It's, I hate to think how much it would cost to actually fill it up with a compost, even if you put twigs and stuff in the bottom. So these are all the surrounds. Each bed is going to be 2 of these. So next job, now we've got those done, have a little bit of a break, have a drink, and then lay them out into position. And then what we need to do at the moment, they're all just separate flat frames. What we'll do is we'll position them into position, and then we'll screw down through the top frame into the bottom one, so that 2 frames together are nice and secure. So there we go. And you can see down here, I put this membrane down yesterday, and already the mice and the rats have chewed through it. So not as a problem really, because once this is really just there so we can put the bark on top, and it'll suppress most of the weeds. So we'll have to make sure that we get the bark on top. Once we get the beds down, we get some bark round tonight as well, before the little rodents just eat this stuff away. As I say, we've had a real problem with rats and mice on the plots this year, so hopefully they'll go away over winter, but probably not. Who knows? But yeah, I mean they're quite brazen. I'm surprised we've not seen one. You'll be sat here or doing something, and they'll just run straight across here and into there, and they're reasonably sort of like all over the place. So they've been trying to trap them and trying to do stuff with them, but they persist. Right, so let's crack on with getting these beds positioned, and then we'll come back later. So we've had a good day trying to sort out plot, or good 2/3 of a day sorting out the plot. So let me give you a quick tour of what we've done. So we've got our beds in, and we've still got some other stuff to do, but let's kind of take a closer look. So we've got our beds in, the 2 high beds here. These 2 will have another layer put on top of them. I just wanted to, instead of making a whole bed, I just wanted to get the placements right for these. So we've got this one here. We've actually, it was a bit weedy and stuff underneath, so as you can see, we've put cardboard down on that one. That one as well, we're going to put cardboard down on. This one was over an old bed anyway, so the soil was actually pretty good underneath and pretty weed free, so we shan't put cardboard down in there because we just haven't got enough cardboard to go around all the beds, so we will need to put cardboard in some of these other ones. But yeah, so we've got all bark chippings down. I think we've probably done about 1/3, and this is what I was talking to you about the other day, was the good soil. So as you can see, there's a bed down here, and under here was where the old bed was, and it's a little bit higher level, so we can take that, and it's not bad stuff under there. It's nice and crumbly and bits, so we can sort of skim off as we go across. We can skim off this top layer and use it to fill all these beds in, and that'll cut down on the amount of compost that we're going to have to get to actually do it. But that's the end of the sort of first day of construction. We've got 3 proper sized beds in, 2 other beds in, which just needs their top layer, and then there's another 3 beds, 1, 2, 3 to go in here. And the rest of this down here, hopefully we'll get permission to put the polytunnel and the greenhouse there. So for the next trip, we're going to have to do look at this area and get the soil out of there, this area into the other beds, so that we can put some membrane down here ready for putting the beds on there. So that's the progress we've made so far. Quite pleased with how we got on today. As I say, the important thing is that I need 3 operational beds, or maybe 2 would probably do, probably 2 operational beds, because we've got garlic sets, and we've got garlic and onion sets to go in, so we need to get those in the next couple of weeks. So we need at least 2 beds. I think the size of these beds, so these beds are 240 by 120, so that probably should be enough actually in there for the garlic and the onions, just in 2 beds. But as I say, so these are the 2 candidates, so we'll get these 2 beds up and running and get a few bags of compost just to mix in with that soil, just to give it some richness, and then we'll can do the rest of the beds and fill the rest of the beds and prep those over the winter. So that's it from me for today. Join me again next time we're down on the plot and doing this. But as I say, we've done quite well, and we've only used about half of the bark that we collected, so we're doing quite well. See you again soon.